Hello YouTube, Baraki3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. This action figure review is over the Return of Marvel Legends Arnim Zola series Big Time Spider-Man. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It took me a while to decide to open this guy. I mean, like, online, this is a $60 figure. For real, this guy is pricey, okay? He's so rare. He's really rare figure. I got him for 15 at Walmart. Thank God I found him. I was on my way to a Pokemon tournament, July 7th. Today's July 8th when I'm filming this review. So Pokemon tournament yesterday. And we are also going to go see The Amazing Spider-Man afterwards. I went to Walmart and I saw this guy and I was like, oh man, gotta get this. So I got it. And then we went to see The Amazing Spider-Man. It was awesome. And I'm actually going to go see The Amazing Spider-Man again tomorrow. Just 2 days after I first saw it. And I'm going to go see it again after that. It was that good. Go see that movie. But yeah, let's take a quick look at the box. Marvel Legends, Arnim Zola series. He actually doesn't come with a collect and connect piece. I don't really care though, because I'm not going to build the whole thing. Then there's Big Time Spider-Man. Return of Marvel Legends. There's Spider-Man. It doesn't say Big Time, but it has a picture of Big Time up top. And then Marvel Universe, blah, 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 blah. Build a figure Arnim Zola series. Then here are all the figures in the series. The Masked Decken, he's pretty hard to find. The Wrecking Crew, each come with the same piece. Bucky, Captain America, who I actually have. Drax, Phantom X, Marvel's Madam S, or whatever. And then Big Time Spider-Man. His variant is the Future Foundation Spider-Man, which I was also going to pick up. But there's going to be a Marvel Universe one eventually. I know, because I've seen it. I've seen the prototype. So, I'll just get that one. It's going to be like $8, and this one's like 15, so... And then there's Big Time Spider-Man right there. Fancy. And let's open this guy up. And here he is, folks, the Return of Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Yeah, this is the Big Time Spider-Man. His variant is the Future Foundation Spider-Man. That's a lot easier to find than this guy. He is super hard to find. And if you want to order him... If you want to order him, he's like a $60 figure. He is pricey. He really does cost a pretty penny. Just because he's so stinking hard to find. But I found him at Walmart. $15. Great deal. But, yeah, I was going to get this guy maybe more than that. I might have been willing to pay some more, but I'm really glad I didn't, because he's not really worth $60. I just really wanted the big time suit for my my collection. But yeah, it's pretty nice, I guess. Sort of. We'll get to the flaws. How about I show you some articulation? Of course, we got the head, up and down, 360, you know, ball joint there. And then these kind of like arm joints. I always like arm joints like this. See, those are always great, especially on a Spider-Man. Then, you know, the up and down in the arms, the 360, bicep swivel, double bend in the elbow, as you can see there. 360 on the hands, and up and down also. Then we also have an ab crunch here. It kind of clicks. I don't really like clicking articulation joints. And just while I'm on the crunch, let me point out that it is detailed and painted all the way up. They're getting better with that. The Bucky cap in this wave had the same excellent detail and paint right there. And then 360 on the waist. Legs go in and out. This leg moves better. In and out, you see, and then 360 there, rotation. Double joint in the knee. I love double knee joints. And the feet go up and down. And have this ankle pivot like rotation joint, which is really neat. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Now how about we talk about detail and paint job? Now, as you can see, this Spider-Man suit's black and with the green spider running across his body. But this suit actually does have a practical use. It's his cloaking suit. Scarlet Spider actually stole this suit to use. The current Scarlet Spider, Kane Parker. I'm following Scarlet Spider. It's really excellent so far. But let me show you the first appearance of this suit in The Amazing Spider-Man 650. Ta-da. And here on the cover, the spider and stuff are red, but it does have different colors. Red, green, and white, I think is the other color. Yeah, something like that. But this is the first appearance. Even says big time up top. Pretty fancy. Just pretty cool. If you want me to do an overview of this comic, just let me know in the comments. I will. It's pretty good. As you can see here, this is the green, the most commonly seen form of it. It's green throughout the comic. You never actually see it red until later. But they tried to do something with it that I'm glad they tried, but it didn't work. They you see in the comics the green glows, right? When it's not, invisible. But they tried to paint it on here. They painted on the green, and then it's like also green where it should be black, and it fades out to black. It's pretty prominent, much more prominent than it needs to be. It just looks bad. It does. It's like you can see the back of his hand here compared to the rest of him. It's green, see? And it doesn't really look nice, especially when there's joints involved. So you can see here on the back is a great example. It's green on his suit all around this spider, and then when it gets to this joint and these two joints, it's just not green there, so it looks really awkward. I don't know if you can see it too well with my camera. If not, you can check out Shartimus Prime's review of this figure. But, yeah, it's a really nice figure, but I'm not crazy about the paint job. Now, detail is much better. It's actually a very well detailed figure. I already talked about the detail all the way up the ab crunch, which is great. And they did paint the spider all the way up there, which is good. But the eyes are sculpted in and everything. I like the head sculpt. It's a good Spidey head sculpt. I think it's an original head sculpt, actually, for this figure and the Future Foundations variant. But I can't be too sure with Spider-Mans and whatnot. Really basic body mold. The only other complaint I really have on the detail, well, the only complaint I really have on the detail, paint job and detail are different, is this hand. Does this hand look giant to you? It's huge. His pinky is as long as his pointer finger. And you see this hand looks normal sized, while this hand looks just absolutely ginormous. I don't know, I guess that's just bad sculpting. I mean, look at his hand, and then look at my Spider-Man Classics Armored Black Costume Spider-Man's hand. The pinky is shorter than the pointer finger. The hand is the same size as the opposite hand, and it suits the body. This hand's just big. It is big. But he is big time Spider-Man. So what you gonna do, eh? Not much, because you're a loser. Just kidding. But yeah, how about now we get into size comparisons. Alright, here's the Marvel Legends Big Time Spider-Man with some other Spider-Man figures. The Marvel Select Spider-Man from the new Amazing Spider-Man movie, 2012. Actually, saw that movie yesterday. I'm pretty sure I said that already, though. Yeah. The movie might even... what was I gonna say? Yeah. I'm gonna upload this, like, way after I film it. I saw the movie, like, a week after it came out. And I was gonna go see it tomorrow and the day after, because it was that good. But tomorrow I'm not gonna go see it. But the day after, External Omega and I are gonna go see it. So, it's going to be cool. But yeah, the Marvel Select Spider-Man's way taller than the Marvel Legends one. And the Spider-Man Classics Spider-Man is actually shorter. my black costume one. I showed it to you a second ago, so I figured I'd show it to you in size comparisons as well. It's a bit shorter than the Big Time. Big Time's crouching. But to show him with a 3 3/4 inch, since I mentioned him earlier, here's Scarlet Spider from Marvel Universe. Yeah, I know I was talking about the Kane Parker Scarlet Spider, and this is the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider, but here he is. So, yeah. So, my final thoughts. Well, despite its flaws, despite its not very good paint job and its giant hand, and it not fitting well in scale with Spider-Man Classics or Marvel Select figures, it's really a nice figure to have. I mean, he does kind of fit in scale with Marvel Legends and stuff. He's basic Marvel Legends size. And so if you have him with Marvel Legends, he looks fine. But, you know, the paint job's not too great. The articulation is good. He has good articulation, good detail. It's really just the paint job and this one hand. But the hand can be overlooked, and the paint job takes some getting used to, but you'll get used to it. I don't think he's worth $60. Don't pay $60 for him. But if you see him in Walmart for 15, I say just grab him, because really he's a good investment. He's really rare, worth a lot of money. If you see him, get him. Just do it. Because he's really rare, hard to find, and expensive. But don't pay this full collector's price for him. Just pay like retail price. 15 bucks, $20. I'd probably paid 25 at the most for him. I don't like to pay a lot of money when it comes to my figures. But yeah, I'm really gonna give this guy a 3 out of 5. I mean, he's a nice figure and all, but he's not as good as, say, this Marvel Select movie Spider-Man. But still, he's a nice figure to have, and I recommend him to people who are trying to get, say, like a bunch of different Spider-Man suits like I am. But yeah, 3 out of 5, and I'll see you guys later.